Thank you, everyone. Great work. I would like to start by asking you about the different ways what you made helps to connect, either connecting people with memories or people with each other, people with ideas. For each of you, you devise something that really facilitates connection using technology, but still keeps the focus on people. And I'd like to hear from you how you decided in your design process where to let the technology be at the front and how to let people using it know when to put it away and talk to each other or to use, those experiences directly.
Well, for me, I think my original goal was more based around wearable technology, which was more of a kind of individual uh, thing I was trying to achieve. But then going through the email thing that I just kind of showed through my presentation, which actually did happen, that really led me down a direction of focusing more on what is more important to me, which was my relationships with my friends, my family, and whatnot. So, in terms of where the technology takes a role in that, well, it's obviously I want to facilitate connection, and I don't want to facilitate connection with technology. I want more technology to be the connecting thread with an actual person. So, it was more just realizing that, well, my relationships with my friends are very valuable to me. So, how do I make that a little bit better?
To me, it's like I thought that there's not enough tool, even though there's a lot of social media services enabled to instant capturing and sharing, but I think there's something missing to relationship between me and my friends when we experience this together. So I want to emphasize that fact through my thesis project.
In my case, even though I have very close relationship with my daddy, I don't know which book he'll read, and I wanted to facilitate those like analog things with technology.
Yeah, so books, like its nature is to connect people. It's the medium of that, and yeah, like it's crazy now that we have our phones in our pockets in all times that we're not communicating through mostly books through these devices. It's just the facade. So yeah, I was addressing that and talking about what books really are is that conversation. So.
And how did you work through the design challenge of that? Once someone is using what you've made, how do you encourage them to let it get out of the way once it's done its job, in a sense?
My thesis is inspired by my previous projects that I carried last year through entrepreneur design courses. And then I made a postcard kit for the travelers, and then the tool helped people to recording their travel experiences and then sharing their story. So through this project, I learned about the design tool can help many people reproduce their moments and a story in a very meaningful and a spatial manner. So that is really impactful for myself. So I wanted to explore my idea through the digital platform, and then I think that is right choice.
My biggest goal was to just basically consolidate a lot of the tools you use every day to create a very quick and easy experience. So putting that up front and letting someone do what they need to do and focus on everything else.
Right. In your case specifically, you were trying to essentially make it as efficient as possible.
Correct.
So it could be
Yep.
as quick and there could be as few pain points. And then you're done with it and then you get the benefit.
Correct.
But it's a little different for Hannah and Trent's projects. In your platforms, you use them continuously, especially in yours, Trent, right? You really see something this is users are engaged with throughout the process while they're reading. You want them to keep coming back to it.
Yeah, I think that was a really big challenge for me. It wasn't designing one simple experience that you just get right away. It was a system talking with all these other systems, which is like the hardest challenge ever. Just one system alone is just difficult. But yeah, how do you make something that can transition between these things, all make sense and talk to each other? Yeah, so that was a massive challenge.
Reading the same books build common interest to start conversations. So my project helps and facilitates the meeting process. And once they meet with the same like topics, they can start conversations without technology.
So my last question is, what would you do if you had more time to work on this?
Oh, I suck at coding. It's something that I've just already just been really bad at. I want to get better at it. If I had unlimited money, so I wouldn't have to work, and I would pretty much just try to do that and actually make it. What you saw was a prototype. It wasn't necessarily a working prototype, but it did give you the idea of what the experience would be like. So for me, I think the next goal would obviously be to actually have the ability to create it.
For me, it's similar what Leroy said. I want to really develop actual application. So if there's a chance, I'm gonna try for developing actual mobile app.
I'm also like I'm actually organizing the book club for real, and I want to build it for real to really facilitate my book clubs.
In your case, you did actually you organized a book club already, correct? Yeah.
I'm doing it, and I'm planning to do it like more, as much as I can. Yeah, because it's really effective.
Yeah, so for me, because it's more of a platform, it couldn't just be me. So if I had to take next steps, it would be probably have more people to test whatever I'm working on, to engage more. So open that up instead of 10 to 20 people engaging, and open up to maybe 100 people. Start getting their feedback and working through that.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing the next steps with all these projects. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.